How's it going today, YouTube? Today I'm gonna try to get you guys help figure out where your money's going, control your finances for 2018. I want to say Happy New Year, and well, let's get started. Now, going through everyone, just talking to people and everything, kind of seems like no matter how much money you make, like it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter if you make 30,000 a year. It doesn't matter if you make 70,000 a year. Heck, it doesn't even matter if you make over 100,000 a year. It always seems like these people are saying, "Hey, I'm broke every month because I got to pay these bills." And honestly, like why that's happening, anytime you get a raise or anyone in their career, they're always thinking, "Oh, I got this much more money coming in every month. So guess what? I'm gonna go buy me a new, nicer car, bigger, nicer model, and that money they just got extra is right out the door. And guess what? You're right back to where you were. You're never gonna see a fluctuation in your pay. You're never gonna be like, oh, I have extra money now, and yeah, that's why people are say they're broke from month to month. Um, it's terrible. Like when you think about that, they'll either go on. I mean, I'm not. Trust me, I'm not saying don't ever treat yourself right when you get a better pay, better job, whatever. Like you can treat yourself right, but if you want to get ahead in your financial lifestyle, you can't always be spending this extra money you're getting. You need to start putting it into something more that's going to make you money. Either that being, I know people are very scared when it comes to the stock market, but the younger you are, the more possibility you have of getting that money. It's going to start working for you in the stock market. You get paid dividends, which dividends are just every once in a while a stock. There's either stocks that pay dividends and don't pay dividends. It's like a nice little paycheck kind of. I mean, it's not. Some of them aren't very large. They can be small, but the more money you have in, the higher the dividends could be. And as an example, from the 1950s, the stock market has had an average annual return of about 7%. Okay, that doesn't sound like crazy, but think about it. Even when you're paying off loans, you always have an interest on that. So instead of you paying that 7% interest, they're paying you. Your money is going to start working for you and it'll start exponentially increasing the more and more longer it's in there. For example, say you're about 25 years old. You're going to put $1,000 into the stock market, into, I'm going to say, an index fund. I'll get into what those are in another future video. But basically, short-term index fund is a replication of like the S&P 500 or the Nasdaq, and it's the top stocks. You can look in these index funds. Vanguard is an excellent one if you guys want to jump on board right now and just start looking it up. But they have a lot of different ones, but the one, it's VTI. Their top holdings are all like technology funds, and those are technology companies, and those are going crazy right now. They have like Amazon, Microsoft, Apple. Those are their top shares. And this year, I mean, I put a little bit of money in it. Like I said, I was scared. Like I'm scared like you guys. I don't know. I've always heard bad things about the stock market. Oh, you'll put money in, you'll lose it all. That's not the case. You can only lose the money if you take it out when it's a lower price. So the younger you are, throughout history, the stock market has always increased. Like yes, you could have a worst bear market we've ever seen. And, I don't know, be down for 10 years. As long as you keep that money in there, and when you take it out, it's higher than when you put it in, you made out. And I mean, the way the world's going, no one ever knows what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't care what these gurus tell you, whatever. Like, there's no promise the stock market will crash. There's no promise it'll go up forever. It won't go up forever. I don't know. You have to try it. You have to do something. What's better, keeping your money in a bank and just letting it sit there and maybe get 3 cents at like every month at the most, or put it in and maybe go up $10, $100, $1,000. You don't know. So like for an example, 1950s went up 70% every year. So if you have put $1,000 a year, just once a year, into the stock market for 25 years, so now your total investment into the stock market is $25,000. If you want to take that money out when you're 50 years old, 25 years later, it would have gone up to about $62,000. And if you don't believe me, you can do the calculation yourself, but I'm actually, there's a website you can go on. It's bankrate.com. I'm going to put the link in the description, and you can play around with it. Put $1,000 in every year, put $100 in every month, whatever you want, and it'll show you what its expected value will be with taxes taken out, inflation taken accounted for, and everything. And to me, it's why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you try to get more for your money for not doing anything? That money's going to go up if say the stock market keeps on going up, average return of 7% a year. You can sit and do whatever you want to do, and you're just going to be making money. It's kind of a no-brainer. And my philosophy on investing too, don't invest what you can't afford to lose. The second I put that money in there, I think it's like I just pretend it's gone. I just say I bought a fancy new toy, but instead I put my money somewhere that I'm pretty sure it's going to keep on going up. And this sounds a lot better to me than sitting at your job and just living paycheck to paycheck. Like, you need to start getting ahead. If you don't get ahead, I don't know what to tell you. Well, I mean, what's going to happen when you're ready to retire? You're just going to think, oh, well, I'm going to have to find another job to keep on going. Wouldn't it be nice to retire when you're 50 or 60 years old? So you need to you either save this money, which it's not going to grow as fast, or you might, if you're very conservative, like, there's even bonds. Bonds are a much safer route for conservative, like people that are worried about the stock market. But, I mean, if you can afford to put something in, you might as well give it a shot. What's it worth just sitting in your bank account? And you always want to make sure you have enough in your bank account to, I say, a good rule of thumb is 3 to 6 months worth of income. So if something would happen to your job, you're laid off, God forbid, or something happens to the company, they need to let people go, you have a fund, so you're just not like you lose your house or whatever. You have that fund to take care of you until you find a new job or another way to make money. And think about this too. If you're always going paycheck to paycheck, you're going to be stuck at like what so-called middle class forever. If someone makes over 100,000 a year, and they're still living, at the end of the month they have zero in their bank account, what's the difference besides them maybe having a nicer car or a nicer house than someone that makes $30,000 a year and doing the same thing? There's absolutely no difference. And yes, guys, I know, like, it's nice having that nice car, nice house, but who are you trying to brag to? I mean, you're not going to have that stuff when you die one day. Yeah, I mean, if you can afford it, and like, you treat yourself every once in a while, but I mean, you're the same as the other person if you're in a graveyard, buried, like, or however you decide to go. Not getting into that, but that stuff, it's going to be a new wow factor for about 5 minutes when someone first sees it, and then nothing. They're probably not going to talk about it for the rest of their life or whatever. Say it once and that's it. So, my next video, I'm going to try to show you guys how to figure out where your money is going every paycheck, so you can say, hey, I can start saving money here, I can start saving money here, but first you need to figure out where your money is going. And then that's when you can start taking control of it, and you can make 2018 your best year yet. So, if you want to see that, like, subscribe, stay tuned, And comment if you guys have any questions. Be happy to answer. I'll see you next time.